Right. Okay, we're going to start our little morning of singing. It's lovely to have some new people. I was just saying, it's so exciting to see new people. There's lovely Esme and Rachel. You're really welcome. And welcome to everyone who's watching online and anyone who's going to watch catch up later. Let's enjoy a morning of fabulous songs. Roz, where should we start?
So, this is what I'm just checking my list.
You can take your mask off now.
Oh!
There it is.
Yes, so I was just checking the songs that we're doing because we've got a theme. We've been doing
We have
this.
got a theme. We love a theme.
Yes, so we have the theme. I decided last week that we would do comestibles. In other words, things what you puts in your mouth. See? So, and presumably ingests and enjoys. So there's one slightly vague one in there, which people of a certain generation will know, particularly those who went to Cinderella's on a Friday or Saturday night.
Brenda, if you're watching at home, this is going to be for you.
Brenda will know straight away what that one's about. But apart from that, it's all fairly straightforward. Or so we thought, until we listened to the songs, and then Helen and I realised that there's masses of the stuff that we don't actually know. All these really well-known songs, like Nice Cup of Tea in the Morning, and Nice Cup of Tea for my tea, and all that. It's got all these extra bits in it, hasn't it? So, which we've ditched. We've left it out so that we just stick the bits in that we know and we love to sing. Can I just say, before I forget this week, because I've got out of the habit of saying it, please remember to tell us if you've got a birthday.
Yes.
Because I've sort of stopped saying it, and
we nearly missed Lynn's last
week. We nearly
week.
missed one. So, yeah, that would be a disaster, darling, if we missed that. So, shall we start with my favourite, Yellow Bird?
Yellow Bird with bananas.
Are we doing Green Bird in a cucumber tree? Brown bird in a chocolate tree? No? Okay, so it's just Yellow Bird. Here we go. Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Did your lady friend leave the nest again? It's very sad, makes me feel so bad. And fly away in the sky away, you're more lucky than me. Yellow bird up high in banana tree. Yellow bird, you sit all alone like me. Did your lady friend leave the nest again? That is very sad, makes me feel so bad. You could fly away in the sky away, you're more lucky than me. Cha-cha-cha. Could have a cha-cha-cha. Excellent. Okay, staying on the banana theme. Now, there have been so many parodies of this done over the years. There used to be a chocolate covered biscuit called Trio.
Yeah.
And it was Trio, Trio. And the guy doing Andy's job goes, too loud, man.
Yeah.
Still too loud. So this is Deo, Deo, Harry Belafonte. Daylight come and me want go home. Okay. Deo, Deo. We'll do that. Deo, Deo, daylight come and we wanna go home. He said, he said, he said, he said, he said, daylight come and we wanna go home. Work all night on a drink of rum. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Stack banana till the morning come. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we wanna go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Day, said day, oh. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Day, Fab. Woo! Lovely. Excellent. Ooh, am I booming?
Sounds
Super.
like
Have we... You are a clever thing now. You find things.
I've got some food jokes.
Oh.
Shall we try a few of these?
Oh, hang on. Hang on, I got a food joke.
Ros has got a food joke. We know it well. She's done it on the colour one. What else did you do it on?
I'm doing it on the food one. I must have been... I don't know. I must have done it on the... I didn't do it on the love one, did I? I don't think it fitted into the love one. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? Right, okay, here we go then. You go first.
Okay. What do you call a shoe that's made out of banana? A slipper.
Oh, no then.
That got a groan,
Yeah.
Did you hear the rumour about butter? Well, I'm not going to spread it. I think that one's quite good.
Oh, no, I like this one. This is one for the scientists. What's a nuclear physicist's favourite meal? Fish and chips.
That's for the science bods out there. Where do you learn to make ice cream? Sunday school.
What vegetables do sailors hate? Leeks.
Good, that's a groaner.
Yeah.
Why did the banana go to the hospital? It wasn't peeling well.
Why do mushrooms get invited to parties? Because they are fun guys.
A friend told me that all apples are yellow. I told him that's bananas.
What do you get if you cross a dog with a vegetable? A what?
Yeah, collie.
A broccoli, yeah,
broccoli.
exactly. Very good.
What did the banana say to the monkey? Nothing. Bananas can't talk. That's the worst one of all.
That's awful. Fastest vegetable. Come on, you'll all know this. Fastest vegetable.
Runner bean.
Runner bean. Very good. There used to be a lovely programme on, didn't they? Did Maggie used to watch it? It was possibly a bit before, a little after Evie, called Mr. Bloom's Vegetables or whatever it was.
No,
And
I
it
don't
was
think
all
I
these
know it.
talking vegetables to try and get kids to eat them. Well, quite frankly, it had completely the opposite effect on Fia. She said, I don't want to eat Raymond about this aubergine I bought. So there you go. And there was a runner bean on there called Colin. Isn't that lovely? Right, where are we going with our songs? Now then, I found a really lovely version of Doris Day singing this, because I know the quite upbeat version, and she's in a film, a black and white film, and she's playing a composer, and she sits down and plays this very schmoozy version of this, and it's beautiful. But I only know the picture you. So we'll do. Just tea for two and two for tea, me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us, no friends or relations on weekend vacations. We have been known, dear, that we own a telephone. Day will break and you'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake for me to take, for all the boys to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we would be? Should we do that again? It's pretty. Upon my knee, just tea for two and two for tea, me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us, friends or relations or weekend vacations. We all been known, dear, that we own a telephone. Day will break and you'll awake and start to bake a a sugar cake for me to take for all the boys to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we can be? Hey, one of those songs that has been around forever and then turns up in a film with Doris Day singing it about 30 years after it was first written. Was it? Ah, now I get it. Now I get it. And was that the film with Doris Day in it?
Yeah, I think it was Gordon McRae with it. That one and Moonlight Bay.
Gordon McRae,
There you are.
Doris
Phone
Day,
a friend, if
Tea for
anybody.
Two, and Moonlight Bay.
Oh, well done. Excellent.
Again,
Great
and
stuff.
It's the font of all knowledge.
She is. Oh, now then.
Here's a favourite that
Yes, yes, no. But again, we really got ourselves in a pickle about this, didn't we? Because poor old Helen typed out all these words for us, and then I went, oh, we're not doing that bit, because it's too complicated. The bit,
There is some complicated.
the bit that nobody knows, isn't
Forget
it? So, don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Till I come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. With anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't let I be true to nobody else but you. So just be true to me. We'll sit under the apple tree, baby, just you and me. Baby, we'll come marching home. Ah, no, no, no.
No, I found that little ending and stuck it on. It's nice, isn't it?
Wasn't that a smart fashion, though, when they used to wear those lovely
The
pencil
Andrews
skirts and
sisters,
those
I know, they
fitted
were
jackets?
amazing, and their hair, they had
I
that
know,
kind of victory
it was
roll.
such a glamorous era, in spite of everything else that was happening in the world at the time. Small matter of a world war and all that.
Yes.
Very good, excellent.
Another cup of tea song. This is Gracie Fields. I was worried Ros was going to make it sing it as high as Gracie Fields sings this song, because that would be high.
Yeah, well, I think what happened was during lockdown, when I was doing the broadcasts every day, people used to send in requests, and somebody, I think, with a little bit of a Machiavellian intention, decided to ask me to sing this, and it's got this huge operatic like interlude in the middle of it, where Gracie Fields just goes off on a tandem. It's very, very odd. It's very odd. But we're just going to stick to the, I like a nice cup of tea.
bit.
Yes, and you can do it in a Yorkshire accent if you like. I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see. And at 11:30, my idea of heaven is a nice cup of tea. I like a nice cup of tea with my dinner, and a nice cup of tea with my tea. And for when it's time for bed, there's one thing to be said for a nice cup of tea. I like a nice cup of tea in the morning, just to start the day, you see. And at 11:30, my idea of heaven is a nice cup of tea. I like a nice cup of tea with my dinner, and a nice cup of tea with my tea. And when it's time for bed, there's a lot to be said for a nice cup of tea. And just like that, it's over and done.
Like it.
Which is what happens when you take the other 47 verses out that nobody knows. You always want a nice cup of tea, don't you? But you also want a nice melody that you can sing. You don't want to be going off on, on some kind of weird operatic middle eight, do you, that lasts for 2.5 minutes. Oh, now then, everybody's heroine, Julie Andrews.
Imagine if world was like Julie Andrews could live it, where you walk into your messy house and you just go boom and it's done.
Yes, absolutely.
Lovely.
It's the bag that I like, the bag that she gets everything out of. Right, okay, so again, I'll slow this one down a bit because it's quite wordy, but there's an echo, isn't there, at the end, okay? So this group you can sing with me, and that group you can go with Helen, okay? And we'll do the echo. Here we go. For every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You turn the run and stop the jobs again. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest while gathering his bits of twine and twig. Though quite intent in his pursuit, he has a merry tune to toot. He knows a song will move the job along. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. The honeybee that fetch the nectar from the flowers to the comb ever tire of ever buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they sip, and hence they find the task is not a grind.
Here we go, Ron, the bit.
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
Whenever you needed an in-house opera singer, that's the one, isn't it?
I want to be Julie Andrews when I grow up.
Oh, when
I
you
do,
grow up,
honestly. She's what a great woman now.
Right, I've got some sayings now. These are foodie sayings.
Oh, right.
So,
Hurrah.
let me find you some. Okay, we can do this.
Thank you, dear heart.
around. Right, so if I start a foodie saying, see if you can finish it. The apple of my eye, the apple of my eye. Have your cake. Very good. An apple a day. Do you want to do a couple?
Yeah,
more?
sure. Cockney rhyming slang for somebody who robs things. What's Cockney rhyming slang? What sounds like another word for a robber?
For a thief. It rhymes with thief. Cup of tea. Tea leaf. Tea leaf.
I thought Reen might have got that. Reen's normally
really?
Reen is all things London normally.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's not Cockney rhyming slang. Perhaps it's just really bad, really bad rhyming.
Maybe.
Okay. The proof of the pudding is. Excellent. Okay. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go for a job that you really, really want and somebody else gets it, this is what you feel like. A type of fruit.
If you get a job that somebody else gets.
No, if you don't get a job, you go for an interview,
you don't
say
get
for
a job.
example,
You're rejected.
little green things that you make wine into. Yeah, what sort of grapes are they? Sour grapes.
Well done,
Very
Oliver.
good, very good.
Okay, don't try and teach your granny to suck eggs. Yes.
That's the most ludicrous saying as well. I have to
Do
say.
grannies all know how to suck eggs?
Well, I don't know. My grandmother never actually used to chew her toast. She used to dip it in her tea and suck her tea, suck her toast. So I'm sure she knew how to suck eggs as well. Okay, for example, somebody you know is a bit of a fibber, comes along and tells you something. What do? You take it with a pinch of salt, yeah.
You're going to have a good chat with somebody. You're going to chew the cud.
You're having a surprise party for your birthday, and you accidentally tell somebody, the person whose surprise party it is. What have you done? Spilt the beans. Very good.
This is a funny one. I don't know if you guys know it or not. I'll do the end. What would butter no parsnips?
Oh, I know this one.
This is a funny one, isn't it? Anyone know it? Fine words, butter no parsnips. I've never said that in my whole life. But I'll try in the week ahead. Fine words, butter no parsnips.
It is not on that one.
If you've got yourself into trouble, you're in a pickle or a stew. Brilliant. Well done.
Okay, I've got one more here. What kind of nose might you have if you're a bit snooty? Something sweet that you make from sugar.
You're a bit posh.
What sort of nose might you have? Have I got the right meaning?
Yeah, you have.
Toffee. Oh, I like turnip though. I like turnip nose though. I like that. I like that.
Okay, so you go out and you realise it's you and a couple who are very much in love, and you'd rather not be there. You're a gooseberry. Well done. Very good.
Splendid.
Right. What's next? Oh, this one. Food, glorious food.
Oh, yeah. Now then. Well, I have to say, we were practicing this morning and time caught up with us, didn't it? So we've never been through it. Happy days, Helen and I. I have stood in front of the telly and hoped for the best. But if it all goes wrong, just sit back and enjoy. Here we go. Thank you, Andy. I got a joke while he's doing that. What's small, round and giggles a lot?
Small, round and giggles a lot.
A tickled onion.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. Yeah, pickled onion breath.
Oh, now then, I love pickled onions, you see, and thankfully Fionn does as well, honestly, because we love smelly food. Curries, pickled onions, mustard.
I was talking once to somebody, we were talking about your favourite smells and worst smells, and this chap's dad had been the milkman, and his job was to clean out the milk van after. It was when the milk was in the crate, so it was all the kind of sour milk in the back of the crate, and it just smelled horrendous. And he was, you know when you can just picture the smell? They had to do that every day.
Yes, because I remember once when I was quite young spilling my milk on the carpet and not really cleaning it up properly in my bedroom, and that it just lingers, doesn't it? It lingers.
And then a favourite smell that the same person was saying about was coffee at the Cardoma.
There was a smell in the milkmaid, and so around the corner from that used to be the milkmaid, and there was a smell when you went into the milkmaid, unlike anything else in the world, and it was a mixture of the cheese scones that they used to make and the coffee. And it was amazing. Fresh bread.
Lovely.
Sell in your house, put a pot of coffee on and bake some bread for the first time in your life, possibly, yes.
Shall we skip to another song, Andy?
Yeah, no problema at all. Easy peasy. We got millions of songs about food. I think the one that's next actually is the one that you, that is a bit of, it's not, there we are, yes. It's called Blue Moon. Does anybody know what a blue moon is?
I know it as a lager.
Blue Moon is a cocktail. Have you ever had Blue Moon?
No, I haven't.
Blue Moon. We used to drink it when we were in the sixth form in Cinderella's, down the end of the pier. Malibu, I think. Blue curacao, so it was blue. And, I don't know, lemonade and cocktail, but, you know, umbrellas and everything. It cost about £1.50, I think. Here we go. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own, without a love of my own. One more time. Without a love of my own. Run out of Joanna. There you go, brilliant. Oh, now then, this was a suggestion last week. I hadn't even thought about
Rabbit pie.
bunnies being eaten, but it is a
Oh,
thing.
bunnies.
And it was. Well, it was needs must in the war, of course. And this is a First World War song, isn't it? So here we go. No matter how squeamish we all think about it, it does go on, you know. On the farm, every Friday, on the farm, it's rabbit pie day. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 bang goes the farmer's gun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Should we do that all again? Run, rabbit, run, every Friday on the farm. It's rabbit pie day. So every Friday that ever comes along, I get up early and sing this little song. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 bang goes the farmer's gun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the farmer his fun, fun, fun. He'll get by without his rabbit pie. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bye-bye.
Did you see Edelweiss's fight?
Yes, Edelweiss. Yeah, why not? It's they want all the Julie Andrews songs now want to be involved, don't they? That's what it is. Oh, speaking of which, here it is. Favourite things. Crisp apple strudels.
Crisp apple strudel, that's a nice thing to
Schnitzel with noodles. There you go. Are we all familiar with a schnitzel?
Is it sausage?
It's something in a breadcrumb.
It's like chickeny.
Yes, yes. And they whack it and then...
Flatten it and
Yes.
crumb it.
Yes, yes, yes. So... Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favourite things. Cream-coloured ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favourite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favourite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favourite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favourite things. Cream-coloured ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favourite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favourite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favourite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Hurrah! You've got to be careful that you don't end up saying doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, Miss Moneypenny, which is what I just did. I have everything. I did my Sean Connery for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, very good. Doorbells and sleigh bells. Very good. Okay, what's next then, my lovely girl? Oh, now then, we've got a backing track for this. Are we okay? Because we had a couple of techie things going on there this morning, but he's back.
Solved it.
He's amazing. The man with a spanner.
This has got an echo. This song's got a nice little...
It's got a lovely little echo. We'll try that, shall we? We've never done it before, but there we go.
Sprinkle it with dew.
Cover it with chocolate and a miracle or two. The candy man.
The candy man.
Oh, the candy man can.
The candy man can.
The candy man can. 'Cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good.
Who can take the rainbow?
Can take a rainbow.
Dip it in the sun.
Wrap it in the sun.
Soak it in the sun and make a groovy lemon pie. The candy man.
The candy man.
Oh, the candy man can.
The candy man can.
The candy man can. 'Cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good.
The candy man makes everything he tastes satisfying and delicious. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can even eat the dishes. tomorrow. Dip it in a dream. Separate the sorrow and collect up all the cream. The candy man. The candy man. The candy man can. The candy man can. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love, makes the world taste good. Makes the world taste good. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love, makes the world taste good. Makes the world taste good. Candy man, the candy man. Makes the world taste good. Candy man, the candy man, the candy man can. Makes the world taste good. Candy man, the candy man, the candy man. Ah, what a lovely song. I love that. Okay, 10 points if you can tell me the film that that's from. You can kind of guess.
Is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? No.
Okay, I'll give you 5 points for that because it is based on the book of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's called something different. It's called something like Willy Wonka and the
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Gene Wilder one, you know, where he's ever so slightly off the wall, Willy Wonka.
Yes.
There's something more than chocolate in that lake, I think. A drop of brandy, perhaps. There you go. That's it, I think, for today. Because that's kind of falling in love. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. So, absolutely lovely morning. Thank you very much, our Helen. Smash.
Should we finish with something silly?
You can do, by all means. By all means. Well, we should do quartermaster stores, really, shouldn't we?
A good idea.
Because when we got mice running through the rice,
yes,
and can't have snakes because I haven't got food. We can have gravy enough to sink the navy.
And gravy enough to sink the navy.
So we have rats as big as blooming cats, because we always do that to start. And then we'll do mice running through the rice, and then gravy enough to sink the navy. How's that? There were rats, rats, as big as blooming cats at the store, at the store. There were rats, rats, as big as blooming cats at the quartermaster's store. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Mice running through the rice. Here we go. There were mice, mice running through the rice at the store, at the store. There were mice, mice running through the rice at the quartermaster's store. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. I have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Gravy enough to sink the navy. There was gravy, gravy enough to sink the navy at the store, at the store. There was gravy, gravy enough to sink the navy at the quartermaster's store. My eyes are dim, I cannot see. Have not brought my specs with me. I have not brought my specs with me. Hooray!
Well done.
Super.
So we'll say goodbye to people online, and people in the room. We can have a cup of tea and a chat. That sounds
Lovely.
good.
Thank you very much.